calculated. Send this kafa tap so. If I come out papa ni say see e was so. Why? Me da say. Etie for me da wo bibiara se lawyer yen rolly ball no but wo ho ayefe. Me shirt na ni da ho sen wo de no.
Okay. Me da say. Em say me high dark kakra.
Enye dark na ye me de na efe. Ya bana we ka say sister de opa de pa shirt nto ya de kro but who say me de ni ink wom mascot solicitors omo shirt na she me no ebi na she lawyer ba lawyer say wo de ne da ho we bre me foforo na so obi de ne masere bi say ana phone my phone
okay bro foforo
enti bre me foforo bi kwa say wo de ne wabo obody no ejinam meboa aha yo etie for ye de bi yesterday na ye de edi agro minko eye dwumadie no eso ene ye baba bedin komo lawyer me pacho ene nkomo no enye brofo o start na me hu say o ka brofo betimi aka brofo but me pese yen kasa wo in parables kasa bebuo mu okay wo de mi jaima wa wo ka brofo na me taking lead in enchire wo mumu ewo aha say ene ye baba bedi enkomo afa ekwan a wo ekuromi ha yenye kuromi ha ekwan a obefa so a ubenya wasetena ewo ekuromi ha won konkwaji wo bi enuoma enkoye adwuma eye criminal offense se wo de obi nkrata ye adwuma mo obi ameka se sister abana na ye tententa kese so entime o so mamu hu se ade na enye wo de obi nkrata eye adwuma ewo ye kuromi ha se ya eye criminal offense se ye chiwa before no ne ye chiwa ebi wa ye nye wo hwe ba se no maame no waka Miss Pretty Patel video na me ba be ye program aye bono enu nti na me penebo eye awareness e de ma wo a wukura enkrata e de ma obi a onkura enkrata se ye kuro mi ha se no omo introduce bibi se woni nkrata mpa e ma efie wura emfa ne dan emma ho enti yenya na ye boaboa ye ho Ganafo e na yenya ye boaboa ye ho because woni nkrata na wo ko han dan a uko India ni uko Pakistan ni wa obebusa wo nkrata but yenya ye nkofo ne de edi nti na wo se mebusa wo nkrata but a time will come one hwe ya ukofro ba asekora ebeka se fa nkrata abra say they are introducing bibia yes ye ba beto aba voting kura no e wo se wo de ID card eba enti ekuromi ha eba be ye tougher and tougher but me person me catch wo say abundance campaign de woni metana se awoda da with God all things are possible. Okay, obi ti kuromi ha Kwame Eugene say share Eugene wo wa share how many times why share okay good why are there Eugene e kuromu ha say ye nyina ye ni mu say se wo be kuromi ha say ya aha enye America you dear are very tough at this time. First, nenka you any yenye kuromi ha say no awo ede. Sa wo ba ye kuromu ha say eye UK ha. Me was United Kingdom. Enti aha ena me kama asem ede free. But minimu say obi a oni UK no anai EU countries ne so no bebre no ene yenye mra no eye pe. But me use UK ha ena me de akasa enti wo hwe me wo Ghana wo hwe me wo global na se wo busuani bi e wo United Kingdom na wo se watena ha 30 years gentleman be frame Saturday me wi akwantu mu nsam wo se anti me first time am di hwe wo nie obi ne ka kire me say aha o se ne papa e wo yenye kromi ha papa na tena ha 23 years oni nkrata lawyer ba papa no e was 72 years 23 years 72 years oni nkrata na ne papa no eye wo bia kane hu nko Ganafoom enti papa ni nimu se e wo se me fa ha na emum no obi a wo ne papa ne wa adwumam e na share mi video e ma boy ne papa e na boy ne papa nso so oni YouTube de senye so obi wo oni YouTube and woni Facebook enti video ni ba o hye no WhatsApp enti ono boy ne papa ena di mimi video ne ma ne ba boy ne se ewuraba bi wo UK ha na ewuraba ne boa nkofo nti wo me ba no wo ne ewuraba ne nkasa na ewuraba no mpe kwan obefa so a wo me ba na wo Ghana no obeba aburuchiri na meme nso makọ Ghana enti ne ba ne first time a wo hwe ye no eye akwantuo mu nsem Saturday o say sister minim se wo betimi aboa me papa oh oka ne papa asem no within twinkle of eye na me de nioma atoto akwan mu me ka kire ne papa say Monday me pese wo ko hu lawyer Frank onkrata wo benya boy ne say sister and me say yes because o papa senka o papa on social media come fi no because at the papa they don't support but because of o papa oye naive enunti no meboa ma papa no obenya ne nkrata wo wonso amene wo kasai no meboa ama wo bebe UK ha enti mene wo ba bedi nkomo se ebinum atene krom ha che omuni nkrata but ene tenas na ne menkasa ekrom ha say ye was so many ways ha obia dinya ne nkrata lawyer ebechirem ebia wo ba no enipa ye ba abrochire no including me enipa ketwa bi ena ebia ye ba no ye maame ye papa ye kunu ye yire enei no ena abundance campaign program adaworoma obi ba abrochire osema ya aware menya me yire menya me kunu obeba no okura ne nkrata before about 30 years 20 something years ago na yenye ba kromi ha no na obi beba abrochire na okura ne nkrata eye ne maame eye ne papa eye ne yire ne kunu na afaile edi amano na ode aba bebre no ekura eye visa bebre no ekura eye 6 months visitors visa we say ekura me no eye visa ena ekura me enti nkofo bebre eba no na omukura eye visa ena omude ba abrochire UK ahasen ebia wo ba na wukura visa wo de ba ye no wo ba no wo ye wa adwene se wo ba as a visited visa example ni say ye ba be ye Birmingham 2022 na friendpon wo Birmingham meba bi enti na friendpon mom prepare myself what Birmingham 2022 I will rock there ebia wo ba no wo ba as a tourist wo ba as a tourist ebia wo kura 1 month visa wo kura 6 months visa wo kura days visa because visa no ebi wo a wo mutimi ma a week visa enti wo ba ye na wo ba Birmingham 2022 no wo ba ye a wo be share Birmingham wo ba ye a wo be hu eye park kese bi da ho a trees ewo so eye grass nko a wo ba ye no wo hu grass nko a no o se da bi Ghana de mi nko biom aheya na metena obi wo ho nso so a oba no okura 6 months visa oba ye no osan koi ene wo san ba ye ene wo san koye ene ama no 1 year visa ene ama no 10 years visa 10-year visa no will not lead you to indefinite leave to remain and I will not lead you any stay in this country a visited visa ukura 10 years a visited visa ukura diplomatic passport ebia wo ye MP wo ye minister biba wo ye ambassador biba ambassador passport na ekura wo no diplomatic passport na ekura wo no se wa ban no example bi ni se memfa ne se ye high commissioner wo wa ha say se MPP e free so na se another government bi eba government ne pa oni high commissioner be koso aye adwuma se government no empa obi change high commissioner wo wa ha se wo change high commissioner na wo wa ha na high commissioner ne nkrata na ekura no allow ne se ontene kurumi ha say e wo so okọ back to Ghana entine nkrata na ekura no eye limited na ekura no obi a odi high commissioner chi ede ne baaye as a diplomat no ono so se high commissioner adwuma no eba na wie ya ono so kwa one no ne beko bia wo mpese wo beko wo pese wo tena ekurumi ha enti wo diplomatic passport na ekura wo no enye adwuma wo kurumi ha okay me kanu ni nyina na lawyer kasa obeka abomu baako enti wo bia wo di 6 month visa ne baaye obi a wo kura diplomatic passport obi a wo de tourist visa ene baaye wo de visitors visa ne baaye mo sankofo no ene ni mu di nkomo ena obi a odi student visa ene baaye adwuma no wo nkobium enu ale di bi frɛ me sɛ odi adwuma ene kofa ne baaye nurses fo adwuma ibi na wo baaye no lawyer ye wi a menya abotre ene Ghana fo nyina akasa attitude na ye de wo Ghana nurse mu no odi ba ha obaye 1 week pe ye yi na di company ni yi na di no lawyer arehosem company na make sure say omo the record ato ne so enti ga ni nya adwuma wa NHS obaye woni 1 month kra ye yi na di obaye no osi okoma patient bi nsuo patient ne se wa force no di nsuo na ma no wa force no di nsuo na ma no wansa nka police enti because of that no ya sake no from adwuma na ye sake wanya NHS adwuma onya NHS adwuma ne nso so no NHS na check ne record no ayi abase wo adwuma bi na de ne baaye ene ayi na di enu nti no investigation will take place enti bi enipa say no wanya ne visa no ye twam sese woni visa kwan ben ena nipa ne befa so a obenya enkrata eno na ene me pese wotena se na wone me eye adwene na wutie ma mo ba abrochire connection mine bi a aware ena ode ma mo aware na wo ye de ma wo no wuntimi be ya aware wo ye kurom ha bium wuntimi nkofa wo bi ekunu ana wo hia bema na wo ne bema no ewo we ye birth certificate lawyer ka ho asema na me yi aba oka passport ho asema na me yi aba se wo ne wo bi wo na se nipa no ma wo birth certificate na birth certificate no me na ne ekire sei emfa emamo okay me na ne ekire sei emfa mamo birth certificate no se birth certificate ni a na se wo ba abrochire wo ye aware ene ede wo ba abrochire ena awurade adom waba no waba abewo enipa na wo ne wo ye na wo se ne din ba birth certificate ni so se ne din ba birth certificate ni so a wuntumi emfa enipa na wawo no enkonkonko jinkrata ema wo ba na wo ne na awo no e wo se enipa na wo free Ghana eba wo 6 month visa no ye de ne ye wo kunu no se nipa no ene wo se ne din eba birth certificate ne so se woni ni nye divorce a enti ene ye ba be kire wo kwan a wo ni nkrata wo kurumi ha no wo benya nkrata ewo ekurum ha apart from eye aware me ka kire wo bio me repeat myself wo kono obi kwaji wo sikadi men frame kase sister abana obi a wo ti kurumi ha you aware wo kokoye omo beka lawyers ne beka kire wo se ebeyeye ye nante nko yachi se wo nante ko achi na kopem po usika ahyeagu lawyer
hello
anopay mesan mo achi bio
medase
mejai adwuma no de amount de wo se mebem bi lawyer ekwan ben ana obi a owo kromi ha sen a onni enkrata nya abotre ne yima ye 1 by 1 ebi ade onni nkrata ekwan ben ene ye befa so a onipa no obenya nkrata ebi a aware ne ebi anipa no ontimi nware oware kra na obetimi ya application wa ha tum eye de ba de awo no owu ya no no anya nkrata ana se wo se wo pe wo bi a wawo obi a owu ya no anya nkrata ntie wo se wo pe obi a wo nkrata ene wo se wo ne na wo a ono betimi age ama ana wowo ya play mu ni ama oba ne nkrata ana se edien ena wo bi wo ho so a oye wo ba wanya ne menopause be ma de mu ye lucky enkomo aye bedie no se kuromi ha no ato ama mema ato edi ama mema enti wo ye be ma na wo be kuroma 1 year 2 years na wo be ka kire me sister abana me ni nkrata Send me chow koto no be ka ukatrema. Wate enti bra na ebetie. Lawyer will be a while your bar when yan many pills. Ontimi enwo. Enti wonu say no so e kwan ben and will be fast on Timmy Pacho. Obey no peace. Now what amaye. The obeka no me de huaba.
Yeah, me da sin. So the kind meto me bona ma church mo na ye hu baby a yigina. Any baby I was say yeko. In Kratasem, I'm the beginning of the year, your boss, so about a month or 6 weeks ago, your sense is new rules nearby the Borders and Nationality Act and a new one, Abano. And or how be brave, ba. How ni been said the old kind, say, winning krata near Chiwa. They say, and also acquire criminal offense. And yes, you become free. Keke by a besign I do work to can I say afedibia ase answer to ubeko prison answer na ibi a you free her na ka come kamia say system na ewo Netherlands na no one say omo apply and equal even go beyond Netherlands or ho na say ebia unin krata na uko use obi enkrata na echiwa first thing a criminal offense no be about 3 months or 6 months jail. You are na immigration for Abel.
And so assume.
And so assume. Now has ye near you subani and shedding you soon often, but say dear, ya idea just you nyachi wa na ye do wama criminal court. Na criminal court no we an immigration so assume. Into any or hanging na any grata no. Asudi ma yese yene ye lawyers bekasa na yahwehwe abrabo mahu se ekwan be so ne yebefa so say yeni ekwan bi a ebetimi afa so a at least yehu all the options then we plan towards it and emredu na say you follow within the categories that we have discussed with our lawyers here now you move forward and na ese woni lawyer be kasa na wasitire mu te said there kura na ye programming nipa ni bi ba ha say I love their courage oba no utim na asem na oba no ni hwe ba se lawyer mi ba bi tie mu ye ma asem ni cheche into cheche nipa na mo say lawyer me da ase into ade we dey me say next year and next 2 years no meet my
qualify
into once nipa no betimi aplan it very well but say when ti ni ye and also only lawyer be and transit na one who was sitting no ye and the future ahead of you are it will come to a time where said when you ba so na too late e bi nsu kra na ukuta no ma ana ba bia wugina no nke bia ana mo bia enkunimdie beba then so enam say only lawyer bi ankasa ancheche o mu ye nti no na otefa akon e kina nyame fasama na asam ebato wi a afei no wopese otu saa na mo na ayeden ana wo yehwehwia enyeye na meni ye beko appendix FM paragraph 27 AD na macheche wo hono eye na afei iwia yakobia part 8 or part 7 ni adwendwene eno so ho kakra na yehu akwan ye bitimi afaso yebetimi atena ekrom ha see you call 276 na ye nyina ya tete ho nsem bebre so wo se otena ha 20 years otena ha say ni say no correct one part no say minim see nyina ye nimba me to me bo na ma breaking it down
and ye nyina ba say no kasafa long stay obi a watena ha long stay ho
me kan nyina
20 years.
20 years.
And can you my what kind of paragraph FFFM na yenti ahye enti because ebinu mo tro oka say okay we'll start here free or more matena ha say e bia paragraph one na wo kan ye no akire mama ye say mo amatena ha ana ekrom ha e bia emre wa ha ne say wotena ha 1 year e wo say ma wo say enti pacha oka paragraph na no wa breaking no ye nim law no why
it's a hona we be chechim say paragraph 276 AD a normal ewo ho a normal bear 4 and ewo ho na ebi ni say obi ohonoma ye wo krom ha wadi 7 years wo krom ha or ye below 18 years and no is see who say see wo krom ha na wodi 7 years yeah and above obetimi apply for indefinite say wodi 10 years yeah obetimi apply for registration and below 18 years no obetimi aye saa no man obi nso wo honoma na oba ha say no ebi oba ha no wadi be 10 years and as me fan say 12 years oba krom ha no wadi 12 years and 12 years no what the 7 eka 12 ho a na che say wo dem be say 9 and 19 into 19 no ontimi enko andankora mu ba ha no mo no a o madi 7 years but o ye below 18 say nipa we no obro 18 or 19 into ono no de ne say obefole under obi a oba ha were below 24 years no was spending half of his or her life in UK into oba ha maybe what 11 years 12 years eko into 12 years no what is 7 years can one 19 untimi enye twos kan so mo di 7 years no and say nipa na say go under route to a say we below 24 years but you spent half of your life in UK ena baby a eho aye din na eho so na nipa bebre no e follow ewo no eno na me take me time na ma chire eho na se but answer na me ba ho no me de wo 20-year rule no na ma
aha wo bia fa na dwene mra ha o se 20 years rule
yeah.
20 years rule
Inti me de wo 20 years na me de aba wo mo need 20 years no
o mo need 20 years na mo bibi nti okay
enti 20 years for no de say nipa no bebre no bia te ho ante nyina no ya na ye twen se e be di 20 years na emramu no said the anim no di 20 years ewa ha now betimi establish say you've been living in the country continuously for the last 20 years here I will say imam krata na evidence ya ayana efficacy for air penny say every year bia throughout the 20 years no I will say utimi establish with at least 2 evidence say na wo krum ha into ABR over 2021 and I said 2022 2023 omu here 2 evidence ABR it could be one utility bill it could be any junk letter we receive here 2024 they need another evidence into it could be ABR photograph here we try that time date actually it could also be say ubi GP. And for the last 20 years now, you need to provide evidence for the last 20 years you've been living in this country for 20 years. Once you provide those evidence, then of course you can apply to get your limited leave to remain in United Kingdom. And nipan bebre no ayana enam say obaye ebia nipa obesi ne so ana say ebia wante system na say nyina ba yete saa asem ye say uni krata mefa odin kwa ha mefa odin kra nto bi on ma ne din any system no mo obi on so a GP kra no wa bia bi da enti saa fo no de na ayeden enti sa wo omu a ugina ba bia wu ni saa evidence bia e kire say wo krom ha na and only the na adding the prospect of success no 50-50. All the evidence I will be providing here are people that know you for the last 20 years. Letters from the Babuma sorry and now Moscow I will call an organization be our joining or more evidence will be to my gather together. But when you're ABR within Kofra system Muka Krebi, when your voters IDB and IBB Kamudia and Manaya a bit stronger. But Unishi or Hanuma, that is not the end of you. Speak to your lawyer and let the lawyer explore to see say ABR there will be another optional you bit me explore na yabua na was subsidy under 20-year rule. Now, baby hamia say no me pesa me kan ho asem pa no omu a omu ni 20 years ewa ha.
na chese say no wa wie 20 yenya yatena ha 20 years no waka ho asema wie say e wo se etimi prove evidence e kire say yatena 20 years every year bia no yenya me fa ne say wo ba ha say eye 2001 e wo so nya evidence na kire say wo ha 2002 nya evidence 2020 every year bia na wo so nya evidence akopem 20 years no sana lawyer officer kire me boa any papers ne bedoso enti evidence akopem 20 years no okay lawyer answer na abeko mo munuye no what about say obi wo a GP nko an wa biye
yes so obi GP nko an na make no
ba wo obi nkrata na enenam
so obi GP nko an na okọ GP a records ne de ewo ho into obaha na ma most of the 20 years no ma obaha na they will tell you so obi obaha bia na first thing say busa na obi GP be a GP a good news for us because so oko GP de bia you will see the evidence and most clients I can tell you I think over 50% ya ayo majuma ma wo no na omu need good evidence a GP nko and so the GP nko an succeed
okay
because we check medical assemblies now obohu say say ni power no every year be oko GP1 and that 2 omu kokra no but then I do was a gap it be a best 5 years to them 10 years to them so on call GP no krana o hwe gap na baby a gap no one you need to concentrate say there's some 5 years gap o hanma unko GP into honom no ubetime nya letters e chese na wuti krom ha unim na fofo unim abusuafo ukọ asori bi wujori ni klobi ukọ mosque bi nti ebebusa sans and seminar then we are able to gather evidence to fill that gap and once we fill that gap then yeah, it's successful and many a times there are some people who are on more photographs now to me church at the time will be on my incident you see maybe ana van say 2007 yenyina who say bomb to 2 yes train station Abia at the time ni panu wo krom ha into betime give narrative about incident that happened within that particular period now ultimate evidence so it is a whole a kind of body of application representation so it's not robotic work as a 1+1 2 1+1 it may not be 2 because Abia albekobum kumbeko ni fambe kikambom no maybe a change narrative na change it is already 20 years for Hasia. What I would say is speak to your lawyer. If you don't have lawyers, speak to Masco solicitors. We will evaluate everything. We'll talk through every situation. Near who say, okay, fair enough, because of information we need to know. You see a baby. But the good news is that almost all the 20 years for no abam hanin obian wa yintimi enso CD for. So it's about talking through, about trying hard to gain evidence. To the evidence kakrana or honamaye dia ne yejina so ne hu se ha se gap wo ha aha problem wo ha aha yenye ni say yemfa nko ha enti ebeki kene nyina abom no bon se na ya succeed enti uti no adi 20 years na uni evidence ya don't sit down. Please speak to your lawyer. If you don't have a lawyer closer to you, call Masco solicitors and we'll be happy to receive you.
Okay. Yenko omatena ha sei eye ebia oba ha sei no yenim sei ekroma lawyer akire mu unya 20 years a wo betimi enya won krata ewo ekrom ha sei oba ha unya 20 years or 10 years or 14 years or 15 years or 19.1 day no sankofo no ekwan ben eno mo befa so unya 20 years enti ebia wo kra ene ya na wo ba ha sei ukura empty passport o de visa keke na ebe krum ha say enti sankofo na omo be krum ha ene ya ekopem 19 years no eso no ya so munyina aka ho enti obi a wonu 20 years wa ene ya na wo ba ha wanya 90 years point 1 day mo no ekwan ben na mo be fa so a mo nso benya mo nkrata munti
yes enti womu na ye ka saasem na wo hwe abusuafo no ewo sa category ne ye dos pa
enti na yin 20 years no
yen so 20 years ye ni ba ye ni yire yen so 20 years ye se ekroma na ya ba yaka ye nkobie ekwan be ne ye befa so. So the rule on that part no, I say Uber has say ebia waten ha continuously below 20 years or less 20 years, you are above 18 years. But if you are to go back to your home country, which in our case is Ghana, you are going to face a very significant obstacle for your integration in Ghana. Now, in the olden days, when they introduced Appendix F in July 2012, no, now the language they used to use a insurmountable obstacle. Now, over
Insurmountable
the years,
obstacles.
yes, so it's over the years, Home Office themselves struggle with the definition of insurmountable obstacles. Because it's very difficult to say you face insurmountable obstacle. You will not face insurmountable obstacles in your home country. And into na aiding ama practitioners to able to put an application through under that word insurmountable obstacle. Now, over the years, a case law by review by no change it to significant obstacles.
Significant obstacles.
Yeah, so very significant obstacles. Now, a very significant obstacle to integration means which will prevent something that will prevent or seriously inhibit the applicant from integrating into the country of origin. So, in the simple language, what a very significant obstacle to integrating is you, the applicant, uninkrata, want 20 years, uniba, uniyere. There should be a reason, there should be a serious reason there. And it will be difficult for you to integrate, it will be difficult so with me atna or minimum or how ento ahokyere emma wo so it will ento bibi asabi ento. Now, over the years, applications here, these areas, it's only few people that succeed. Now, and I'm talking, mascot solicitors, I'm talking from our experience, what we've done over the years, and we have been able to succeed. And then the panel client remember what I said, this is the ways we be doing it. So, say, call home country, you're going to face a very significant obstacle to integrate here. So, okay, case law. One of the things here, I think basic or more requiring is a language barrier. So, into ABA, who free baby Ghana, a honor language no ABA free chrome honocrano, unti language in ye, and a unti language in ye. And into Woka, you can communicate well. But as time goes on, we've come to understand, say, Obi free Ghana baby, I would now what do you 5-10 years, baby, no, otini chrome kasa. Ghana kasa, and to mean kasa, baby, alco Ghana language, our community no more can, untiminka. But a beer now over health issues be we have to explore the health issue.
Health issue, not be a lawyer. Health issue, no. Into bracket, any is it fall into disability?
Yes. So okay. If you look at the disability as the health issue, as a blanket word, will not give you documents or papers. But I was say explore health issue now. Who used to where they be disabled? Me find say be any panel the 9 extra.
Amputee of leg.
Yeah, and be a 29. ABA or Tihuichi. ABA has seen one manage and a social service and answer council no Ebuan. Say power no gini ko Ghana. Ghana you need a social system no how beti me aboa amputate. And I'm seeing this system how beti me aboa bi or yene or one situation and I see a work is scarcely available to assess. Until we need to get a country expert to prepare a report on that particular situation or medical report to prepare on that particular situation. Until report never me who say nipa we no we need free a krumha na ordinary call Ghana. he or she is going to face a very significant obstacle to integrate because of his health needs or her health needs. You see the point? Obi ohonoma na ne yade ne yade foforo or receive specific medication. What we need to check and say that particular medication, our receive yen check is Ghana. There's a difference between medication you are receiving and there's a difference between a better healthcare. The question is not about better healthcare, but the question is about the medications or treatment you are receiving, if that treatment or the medication can be found in Ghana. Until your application, your blanket application, I can say, oh, me call Ghana, your medical system and your health system, and yet come into me, the application will be refused. But you have to deal with the specifics. So the specifics would be say, a be a nipa way of chloroquine. Chloroquine be in Ghana.
Chloroquine.
No, I'm just using it.
Okay.
How could I mean who said will be alpha chloroquine? But a be a offer a chrome high chloroquine, or Ghana. Ebi wɔ hɔ nom. Ebi wɔ hɔ koraa na ebi a ne boɔ no. Ɛyɛ times 10. Ne boɔ de. Enipa wei nso no oni savings bia, oni adwuma bia, oni family. Enti ultimi wo yɛ adwuma wei na it go beyond yourself. Enti also check it or extended family members who can also support him or her for medication or helping him or her to access or buy the medication. Ebi a nipa ebi ni hɔ. I did a work for one Ghanaian who are now at the time was for 15 years. Now, Mibusa and in the village out free by village any so would ba a crum, say be alcohol, Accra, Nasa Kumasana. A very far can a crown a bahonoma, a bat just saying so to a can into me, and my that was the instructions I got. And any power yare. O the Nico Ghana. Oni obi on the Betna city, Kumasi and Accra and Sunyani. I also call back to that village. So if you look at the country expert evidence now, what it is said because the distance for assessing medical treatment for a particular health alone a bit me econo. So when he go he will gonna face significant obstacle to integrate. Because of that, yes, it's a very compressed work to do. It takes time. But who study case ni year now definitely by God grace you will succeed. Obi ohono so a onti village far village ebi anoti city. But onti city no ohwe ebi a rent ohwe medication oko ni capital ni abusua oni bibia wo hono. Say nipa we when your report aka ho the health situation so ehia. Into which journalists on continent Kumasi, on continent Accra, or faces significant obstacle. And sometimes we use the word familiar support. We even go further to it's how you use the language, to represent the client, under the service that has been designed for, or the health or medical treatment that has been designed for this particular person. You may or you may not get some in Ghana. But okay, in general, say okay, we were cancer into maternal 15 years and into me call Ghana me won't yam farmer me yam farmer. If it's me say Ghana, we have a good medical system, it treats cancer. If you go to Ghana, you can still access the medical treatment. Even though cancer is a very serious illness, HIV is a serious illness. All the terminal illness is serious with me so missing medication or treatment here. But how me analyze the case no. Now I provide evidence normally unique so that you invite Home Office and say to the Home Office that do not consider this application as one of those general applications you will be receiving, but consider this application on its merit, on its exceptionality. And if you look at evidence before you, you can see that there are comparing evidence that has to draw you to make a positive decision in this particular application. Now, when they look at the case, they know, say, you have not generalized your application. You have not just submitted the application, but you've done extensive work. You provided extensive evidence. A case is unique, and therefore, you should receive the decision that you deserve. And then pray any panel a application any under one below 20
below
years.
20 years.
20 years. But so you below, I mean, by God grace, a lot of below 20 years are successful because in the analyze it was no unique situation. No unique situation, you know. You don't sit there and these things can be costly, it could be time consuming. And you say be a oba and then area. You need to find an expert on that particular situation you have now. We need to look at an expert who can help us to get a report on that area. We need to do a country profile to see, say, okay, this situation indeed is true. Obi on ma ube search archive ma both no finding information we are related to this client particular situation, and now then you can apply those facts. And so I keep on saying, speak to your lawyer, go to the lawyer, explain the circumstances. Oh, corner so catch us, okay. Don't somehow catch me. Mean who the uniqueness in the case here. At least it's good you get the answers, you got the advice, and then to know where plan it towards the future. Into future, no say here, what you say yes, okay, me for a way so a be say, me for a way so a bit me, I say. Me per se affidavits make but and send be a see client to be asked because when him was me for a mean catch up, it's na is me see him. But enka oba entambe tie ya asɛm bi anaasɛ ɔno aka sɛ wokotie program enko anye some mistake no. And a mistake bi hɔ no a woyɛ a it's difficult to repair it. But I had so enka easy to get, it's easy to succeed, but because you didn't get a good advice into not a normal say. And that is what I would say under paragraph 27 AD. That is the 4 points here. Where the 7 years will come, you are below 18 years. And now say where the 18, where the above 18, but below 24 years, and you spend half of your life in UK. And now say wundi 20 years you spend less than 20 years here. By Doko Ghana and our home country, you're gonna face significant obstacles. And now say what the 20 years who evidence to show say what the 20 years were. And that is one part. If you are happy with that, and then we'll call Mkulano, our dear, any
Yeda eye lawyer ase afei na wo do afidie na to ha eye mascot success na ene motion no every Tuesday bia ye ne mascot etena se omo de omo wemra di mra fremra kanche mra epusu mra ehye emra atade omo moto eye with God all things are possible. Lawyer Frank ade bia wo de beko ne ho a anye na chese sa ade no ebi nsi da so what ase ene wo kire ye nneoma mu ba bia ye beko no eho na me pese waka 20 years 20 years no wachire ye mu ama ye hu say 20 years every year bia wo bia watana ha 20 years no wotana ha 20 years na wutimi prove say yes indeed matana ha 20 years wo betimi agina so e de enya enkrata eye 2.5 years ye ma wo indefinite leave to remain straight away ye be ma wo 2.5 years for 10 years na wanya 30 years ansana watimi age wo indefinite leave to remain. And what can say, obi so a want tena ha, enya ne 20 years no. Bia ene ya na wo ba ye, enra na ba ye, when you 1 year, when you 2 years, when you 3 years, kopem 19 years, when you 20 years no. Won so no kwan ben e na wo befa so a, wo ubenya won krata e wo krom here. All kasa no kasa say maybe you are on a medical grounds. Medical grounds ne say wo health issue no enso so betimi agin krata e de ama wo men koto yare e ma wo se nkrata ntu koto yare e de ama ho da bi but bia wa mo wo yare e kurodin akone nchen na ne nkokasa bia okan say terminal illness bi ewo ho terminal illness de it could be blood pressure, it could be diabetes yare bia wa amfa adura it can cause you to death bi kra na emre bi lady bi of friend me na wotwa na wo your friend is saying otwa etwa na wotwa no etwa bro for the say na wotwa enti no onu ni twa ne de na eba anajo o se abra wada no na wotwa enti se nipa we say no Sa ni twa na wo twa no. Lawyer bi beka kire wo se ontimi mmoa e ma wo mfanya nkrata. But onye good lawyer kasa ni nyina no or refer to packaging. Packaging was say it depend how you present the case, depend how you package your application, you know. And no okasa besi was a health issue. E bi a wono meduro bi, e bi asabi when your accident were adwumem when ni your child wonsa wonan like BB what theater when you stroke uti wheelchair mu BBSC or health issue or be ka kire wo so oh we de wontimi nyina so emfa nyankrata me pawocho koneko hu lawyer Frank okwa won ne tenase a fa wunuro ekoto nanim enuro no kwa fa gu ho wo begina so na wo de enya enkrata Yadru eye birth certificate na ekura me eso no me dane birth certificate nachi na me de aye example e de akyeremo lawyer e ba be kasa afa enkura enye enkura ya wo mu wokuromi ha wo manya 7 years ana akura woni nkrata enye omo asem na ye beka ene ye di nkomo afa obi a panyimu a wo woni nkrata e wo ekuromi ha ekwan ben na wo befa so a wo benya nkrata oba be kasa afa wo se enkura awo eho owi a wo de aware abem etwa se awo na lawyer eba beka me pa chow mem pepre wo ho enkonkowo emrewa emprewa awo no waka se me betena sister meti abana skin pain na abana skin pain se wo a wo benya nkrata se wo pepre wo ho no obi kunu kowo na nipa koro no etwa kotima wo emfreme wan kasa pewo de genuinely pewo de Meka se awo no men pepre wo ho because minimum de meka bebre wo bia ba brochire no wa ba brochire wo sister ne de wa ba wo maame ne de wa ba yesi e wo se wo boa ema eka ye bo ye yetua san se wo te se yesi wo wu ya wo benya nkrata nti wo ba ye na wo sister kunu na ne na kowo wan kasa wo papa na ne na kowo enye ho na meka eno ne kura no nyame wo mankrata ne ye mfa mawo enti mesremo ema wo bi enye manu nsi bone enye asem wa ye bekan no ufri Ghana na eba na wadi mirika na wakowo wakonyem wabo ase wo Ghana na wodi aba because me ba menye kuntunkuni e de afra me ba no kuntunkuni no mo behwe wo passport mu entitie na ye careful eno nti ne de lawyer abetana ho no bibia ni a consult lawyer me menye lawyer enti munyi masum na muntie niye ose awo obi awo nso so wonwo wanya menopause obeka wo kra de waka ose 20 years ana say on medical grounds obetimi aye enti oba ana bema ene ye ba bedi mo ho nkomo ye the birth certificate ene ye ba bedi agoro we ene ade kwaje won krata lawyer me pa cho ye nko awo
enti said ya wokan no obi ho no ma na wawo ewo krom ha oni bema oni ne wo ye no or indefinite leave to remain
lawyer pa cho kan both side bema na oni no ya na wo ba no se
na ba na oni no
bema de nyina na ye nko ne ntem
yeah nti bia bema na ba na oni ne wo ye no emu ba kon ewo indefinite leave to remain and I say or a British passport and I say 2.5 years yemfa no kra enka ho nti say only 2.5 years even though the rules no 2.5 fall under outside the rules strong article 8 but yes to normal dem so I've added 2.5 years no. So only bema na wo ana oba na wo ne mu bi e wo 2.5 or indefinite or British book oba na one ne wo ye no oba na qualify so no so no ye mama ni 2.5 or indefinite there or British book and I saw put a British book so you mama the British passport now the problem is say eba for your British passport amayem one MC aka eho asem da na e be sense so atwe ya adwen akwa chire kakra ne de ye ho aba ene ni ahwe future no obi ho no a ofri Ghana eba no na onyem dada
aha na lawyer meba aha na me pacho me pese muntie aha na me pese muntie da bia me beka ya ne lawyer nkofo nim say oh sister radio pekasa wono na ye lawyer case se ba nanim ene me menye lawyer enso case se ba manim no eno na ya me di bi be ye afutuo me di bi beka e de a kire mo e me se me kura me ye introduction kasa kasa me no de lawyer ay keka kono me kan wasem lawyer se wo bi wo ho a ofri Ghana na eba enti muntie ma mo free Ghana na eba no ma mo di 6-month visa 1-year visa 10-year visa wo di wo visa eba no wo ba no tie aha lawyer yenko
enti free Ghana eba no ebia na wanyem 3 months or 4 months ba ebiga na enyam pie kra ebi won so kra na epie na mihu we kra mehu bebre kakra nti obedru ye no wo ye na one British ni awo krom ha nti awo no married nti oba no waware ena wasanyem ba obedru ha no one ni kru na one no eba ye no especially mo mukuta student visa na mo private visa no omu beda bia na mo ware ka obedru ye ena wogya ni kru ena wonya British man ebi ena one no ada but wohwema any pay wo be no di 4 months bedru 4 months 5 months o de ka ho wawo enti wo ye no wo se be ma na ne ba ya na ase waware no enye ono na one no ewo ye na emu bedru mu 5 months no wunya be ma bi wo UK ena be ma ne wanyam ena mawo 5 months nti ho ena ya na problem eba two things, even that particular scenario, two things. One, obi ohonma na oji advice every lawyer be ho into your divorce answer. Into divorce soon.
Koye divorce.
Into divorce so answer na all. But owo ye no so na eye uhwema oba krom ha no only 5 months and owo ye. Enti ukaka say be ma ya ne ehia ye ewo within 5 months no or British within to so no ye say fika same for a check with details you say oba mu no ekura na fe no wadi be a 5 months or 4 months and a wawo it almost say be ma na ne wo ye no
interview
bebre ewo to mpe so mu say e bia be ma no kura no hia wo Ghana answer na oba ha ne wonyem yansa na oba ha and na say it kwa be so na magically no with me be metimi nyinsen wo ewo London na oma wo ewo ye within 4-5 months na kwati problem aba enti ade a ye bia no na e wo se ye dwene ho ye so eya na enye rocket scientist o logic you know one more is common sense rational thinking ohu se oba no na wonyima na be ma na wo obeda wo ba ne birth certificate se wa one wo no ene wo ye na also ohu se be ma no oba Ghana at that time and our Magana at the time and one no benyeme se enti sadia ene me pa chomin to sana mon because se wukoshia will be ope case work ope ensem fefe a wanhwe ya ensem ne beye basa obi on so am say emre ye beka ye start beka ho asem last year am say sesaya kakraba most people no mbedru ye na ebie kra na onyem wo Ghana obenyem wo ha obenyem wo Ghana ebenyem wo krum ha no be ma woda one ne eba say waware no on divorce say de na wo ye intro no kan asem se wo ni be ma ewo a emremu no se wo beje British book dia be ma ne ewo ye no se unware dia problem bi ene ho se wo ye divorce a problem bi ene ho be ma no bitimi agin krata ama ba se wo de be ma fufuro bi ebe hye so se wono ne wawo na wasan ware dada na un divorce na be ma ne no abewo dia e could do some pempenso na asama efikesem ni ana passport office for be ka kire on say be ma wo ware no a wo wo ye wo marriage certificate ho say wono ɛna waware no ɔno na wɔsɛ ne din ɛyɛ ɛda abɔfra no so ɛsɛ ne ba ne abɔfra no nti saa bɛrima no bitumi agye nkrataa ama wo ba no ɛno nti no wokɔfa bɛrima foforɔ bi ɛde ne bɛhyɛ marriage certificate no so a ɔmɛtumi refuse passport no. It's simple as ABCD. So we need to draw the distinction. One, waware and a wawo. But oh yeah, no only bema for being a warrior. Yes, biologically maybe I only bema for being a warrior. But on paper by law, the only now no and a yeneba. The only now worry no and a yeneba. And the answer na only bema be a beka who say bema we and a one yum. And the banning abofra. So what worry there also divorce now evidence of divorce certificate. The to be say obi onso a womo wawo okay birth certificate no. Obon say na ode bema from a surname abema ne ba no. Na ode bema foforo a no ekuta British passport no.
I middle name.
I middle name and answer I ne papa. We will find your middle name, not the I know ne papa.
I ne papa.
But a different person, a dean and a share our friendly dean in also. Into what call now if you can see me and as a passport office or far document now say a chrome had the name say only will be war. A be an abamin who baby a bearman or and fair enough. But Sir Bema or no, Lidi was so your father, our birth certificate in the no.
Ne surname.
The banner, I was a fano, surname. And it's an edin, and need the surname in the banner so dear, not a easy question to the first thing. Obon say, yes, a kofa webra, kofa, say the umbusa photographs, pa, name someone who said, na amount for moon picture and dear. Oh yeah,
almost one year no.
Kofa photographs, ebra.
All one so for photograph.
All photographs, bra. And one last week in every brabaha, I say, pay photographs. A bini hokra. Into a kobasa, ne de asem and the airba.
Oh my God.
Who to anamona, no one dream who ye, as an what to sa anamono. Because they say no, any panny be brain, a case workers new, and fimo, fifi no. And intino say, who to sound a mono and careful near coffee fimo, near who say no be uncle ya. A fena acrano passport now or permanent, na uncle ye. Obi on swat in a say crowd and yet only photographs, omubusa antenatal letters, antenatal appointments, discharge letters. To see say the Abema was mentioned, healthcare letters, yeah, ABHS Abema. Yes, the Abenim Hanomo, Anthony de Trivia. As some year can be a summer, yes, will be now catch a summer between your name, ye dealing with any year come once. And into say, oh, to son among ya, I was a old dream, you know, because indeed, say, only bear my walk. And now no partner when I won your ma. Do a cheap, you did the piano bit me up, be a Juma 17. But a be our own war, on say a chrome idea. Say, Oko war, Ukru, and I saw Bearman in yam. Most often, it's a, I be say acceptable principles of honor, so even though baby gave free no, oba enyim and I saw the war. Maybe a nuclear cry, or no share phone baby, and now baby or dano a different. But on money abason, and yes, I working. I was a bear man walk. It be a genuinely in a banner, but Obi Bahan when was one to picture. And I'm saying, Musa. The nice and so on picture, which it makes sense. Will be one man of Chrome picture. And then so say, Obia wo fofra and answer wo babeton ma is joy. And you know, and fun ya be selfie obakuta it is all kinds of ban the whole childhood ni na no wo no na hospital ni
ntwa picture
na brolin na case worker na adwemu ye ni nya kakra Inti se wo obi a umpe photographs na umpe picture twa ekroma de esi twa picture when oba ewo a ti emfa mo ye ntoma no se wo obi a oyire anasa o partner anasa oba anu nenyem no okọ hospital a uni nechi a ekro ne say di nechi nipa choso ho enti saa no man we ni nyina no wokọ na wodi udin obi ba ha unfortunately no bema na one nenyem no ena odi ni din ema hospital no osaka as hospital ne se waware bema no ena bema na so ne ne ko afi okọ wo ye no ose one asumasi na awo ena kopie case worker opa asem afi ose kofa hospital records nyina abra obae ayase obi so de oyade ohunyansa enti ode bema na idida abofra no so no edema hospital so no one nenyo enti se saha awo semo no se bema office ne bani abofra na okoje papers ama abofra na awo se beginning na wonyam na no na ma start na mototo no maye unless say bia oni bema ne nyam no entokwasi ena bema no onpeso be hu abofra no nti bia ekire ena na obi ba sana ye hu hwenye nti the statement was no onpeso obeje abofra no ena ebusuafo asori be mu nti statement de keka ho ena afi no waje nti woni abofra no hospital kra wa anko obi ena eja ye de pim so a nyame adom mo de ma no but the do sa time na we try here even though DNA is not a requirement but you can be forced to do DNA to prove your innocence so you have to go and get money pay £500 or something to do DNA to prove that the child is your child so you don't have to put yourself in that situation I be more receive money or be more withdraw and amount be a utu into uti a normal say now to normal year ubitimi akofa our immigration application emo it's a question be or honoma
lawyer akasa afa awo edie no ehome so no mebemu ekakra na mesre na mewusumiti eye mede say lawyer ababeka because isimu sese me kan ebe ya nkofo say sister abana de wo de nkofo de bia nkofo frɛ a day course a minya no a day no eburu more than 500 course a minya no a day eburu more than 500 me private number ni ba we medwuma mu phone enka ho me de ka ho a phone so 5 ene kura me but sa phone we mi no a day course am use enye minya enye course ketwa a day immigration de emaye lawyer akasa fa awo eho o kasa no na metia na mesre na me bomitiri enko enne me sheda ena me pese lawyer enchire me nemu be wo lawyer Frank wa bo adwuma me ne lawyer Frank ye adwuma 1 year enie enne pa na lawyer wa kire nioma ase ama me ho atome da bia ye saa lawyer Frank da bia no ensesa eme se akonkere ne ka ho awurade honhom na ba da bia no kire niom dosu kosa na me pe lawyer Frank kasa no o ka say birth certificate awo ekromi ha say wo a wo ye wo ba wo ye bema na se akura no e maame ekura enkrata say ye 2.5 years akura ni be kura the same 2.5 years no okura 2.5 years na wa wo ni bie no se bema na eni bie se wo ba na eni bie wo sa nipa na wo ni bie no because of udin ewo birth certificate ne so ekromi ha say birth certificate no eye akura no edin date of birth hospital a wo no na ewo so na baby a wo register akura no na ewo so na ba akura no edin eba akura ni din a na ba father na ba mother edin mother edin occupation adwuma both parents moye na abaho eba ho a registrar na wo register akora no onu ni din ne signature papa wudin o signature mami wudin o signature na emomo no obi wo ho a aha na ye mede ne ba no edin di Kofi Abena skimpain no ena ye ne say ni but se wo hye akora no father side ne ho na father side no ede Emmanuel Tete entina che se father no eni skimpain e woni din nim enso so no Emmanuel Tete ne hye ho eno no you can explain because you need to obi enti eno no de wo betimi explain e de na wo betimi de explain ya convince case worker no say no omunnim se kuntunkuni ntoma bebre yenya ye ho no ye ne obi enya ntokwa ye ne Ghana ni nya asem ketewa bi na wa fa telephone na wa frɛ wo mo bibi ketewa bi na wa fa akire na wa koka o we mini no o we say no aye eye kuntunkuni eye say enti wo mo no omunnim de yen yeye omunnim de extra mile aye betimi akọ omunim nyansa de elupre ba yenye nim nyansa ye betimi de aye de omunye bi da enti womunim enu nti sei no se wo de wo ba ne kura ekọ wo de wo ba no ekọ se wo kwa akọje papa din wo so maami din wo so especially emema ne tato wo mo mbema ne won krata na wo de ne din ato akora ne so oba na wo kwa akọje no ana bema na wo koje both side ba sese no ema pa ne tare wo mo case worker ne hwe application na da ho na osemate magiatum na emomu no kofa picture bra lawyer kasa no ose ye wo kuro bia picture ene edidi agoro e wo kuro mi ha omo se kofa medical record me lawyer se ebi wo nanim me na me refer nipa no ko lawyer ho ebi ba manim da bia medical record no eye wo midwife before no entisa before wo kwotena midwife animu a enye chenchen atwan se fa wo kunu na wo ne nyem no ebe hye so but enei wonyemu a wo call hospital na no midwife no na wo busa be ma na wo ne nyem no de sen be ma obetimi ebusa ho abebro de wo ho midwife for no because they say home office no they link to the NHS on money hospitals na ye adwuma enti no obetimi a request o file from the hospital enti midwife bebusa wo kunu din de say bia wo se me kunu din de lawyer Frank wo de lawyer Frank di ahye midwife for ne ho ba wo kwa register akora no di Emmanuel Tete na ahye ha enti se ne din na ye mienu bi nsusu kura na wanfa eye Emmanuel Tete no ama wo mo de me meka no wo mu ni se eye simple because of me ne lawyer na ti henti no mintimi nkasa enko deep fan kyerɛw eye simple ba ma na wo ne no enye mo no eye simple most start processing no efi antenatal eno ane se bra kuntunkuni wudin ena wo se hospital midwife onye ready a ignore ukunu na wo na wo no eye kasebebu na me ka kire wo hwe no ankopam ukunu enye sa na me ka lawyer te hentimi ni mu ni nkomo ba me ne wo kasa in parables bra e wo se me di wudin hospital fani di ko hye ho the same medin no eno ane e wo se ba ha akura ne se name enipa no be ma na ne na wo no onye ready so wo di ni din be hye wo ba ne din so a mempene ene ejai let it be blank nefa wudin ehye wa akora ni nyina wo benya nkrata enti wodi edi kro na de ahya ha ose hospital lady bi efre me last 2 months enkofo efre ye for saade no yesi won fa onyem no picture e kire se be ma no ene ni twitwa picture because they say ne de abaso ne say yesi baby shower wonyem wa be ma ne timi de ne nsa to afuso no matwa photo be ma ne timi yese no atwa photo ga ne busa me say lawyer why na aye application no ne nkrata aba ne ba no se wo be ka ya edi no mo koye changing of deep hole e koye no wa case and ye de krata na magye no me be kan no wa hada wase
Yeah.
or sister abona yes onkofa picture emra or friend me was sister mintimi fa sumuye me be kan no ha mintimi fa sumuye ense matade am na yetwa na me so me ka sampo obetimi sumuye menka wo de ade aboso na lawyer say na munim say come a phones na ekura date was so digital hwan and it's true omo betimi achew enti na chese wo disumuye kura akoya enye ye eye simple photo twa kuntunkuni for mo na me ne mo kasa no muntie picture de bridge na hana menyina ha you may kiss your bride kura samo ye na watwa to secure wo wan kasa wo ho yes antenatal lawyer me ko hospital ni me kunu ngoda o enti nyu obia na okọ hospital a oni ni kunu ko me ko hospital a me ni kunu ko because me drive no ase makosuo na me ko age me ko wo ba se no lawyer say ese mu nkotwa photo eye simple mo de hospital we na mo ko gina hospital man ani mu no matwa photo hospital ne so kakraka yi enye by force say wontimi nkotena midwife antenatal midwife ani na wo nkotwa photo enu ani se mo sori wakura wo back mako gina hospital yani krek ayesa na mama lawyers na ma adwuma no ayedin what you say ayedin into was a picture per evidence efegu ho fwe nyina ba mu wia na so mo antimi improve a DNA lawyer kasa was say DNA ni ho but if west come to west DNA ene beba ebi ombe refuse wo be kasa de ne be court be demand DNA na afi de wo be osen wo be twere wo sen so lawyer kasa was obi wo free Ghana na eba oba ekuruma magic wa benyem 5 months wa wo ekurom ha obi eni hotimi nyem 5 months ewo magician bi eni ho enti no mo a mo free Ghana eba no mo nyem calculations ye ebi a wo ba no wo ye aware e na ade ba ha me pa wo chew ko ne kugu lawyer obi be ka se menyem nso ye lawyer asem wona woni mu abrabo se ne wa setene mu etie enti simple ko hu lawyer this is my situation lawyer betimi advice wo more because home office ho no ho ade a wo betwro de akọ no ntimi ko change no se wo munya ehu se wo wonye papa ebeda wo so saa ebi krampa na application na wo ye no eye genuine but ebekwa akofa first one naba na baba abese no mo de me ne mu ankasa mbetena se na ye di enkomo enti our award ye no eno no se wo na bibia ye wo ke na ye genuine a wo chi akra ne passport na wo maame no obetimi agina so wo papa no obetimi agina so na wo de agibie na kra de nyame adom ye ma mo 10 years oje ya no exam no kra se betwam 25 na atwam enti e no kra de mo bia na wo won ka ho ba wo betimi enye 2 years 2.5 years na wo de aye lawyer wo bebo aware ne tofa amamia na emre ne ko yenya aware
emre ne kwa kanti said they will have questions be about 12:10
na yenya aware next week
yes
okay enti mamo ye aware bi a wahia bema wa wo Ghana a wutie me se wukunu wa ha oyire wa ha na wa wo Ghana de obetimi abeware wo na ode waba but ye ka omo wo kromi ha aware a ye ware ni kromi ha e di application etum ewo kromi ha no still la no ekoso anase sen eno na nkede ba be ewie Ghana de ne de ekoso application aware bibia na hokra na wo se ekoye no enti nyame ya adomo a next week no ye bedi enkomo e de free eho Realnex or say what about in case both parents came to the UK with tourist visa, let's say 6 months each, and through that period the lady gets pregnant.
So in Akrano or Ghanaian, so parents ni Ghanaian and I'm mobile and abofra ne nyama onyem ye and awawo abofra na abofra ne Ghanaian.
Okay.
And there's
all right.
There's another one. Yeah, there's another client. I can say question or say no. She need to come to UK within 3 months. Yes. So when your spouse visa now, you need to come within 3 months because Oba no akwaje your card never more 13 months no. So you always have to come to UK within that time. If not, book no, and as obviously on the man a bit.
Okay. I see. Many thanks for the okay. See, sister Efia, please, I want to come to London. Mede Abna. Sister Abna, please, I want to come to London. Please, can you brief me on that? Me patcho we are from here now. Our person be UK. All right, me phone lines no and to phone lines numbers no. I will be to me dear Frebusa lawyer. Any question I will person busa emfa enem komona ye di ne ho. Question be our person busa be our numbers no. I will screen so 004475024225. 22799 numbers ni nyina e wo screen so opese wo frɛ na unemi edi nkomo opese wo busa lawyer any question be a me pacho wo fra me modi please I want to ofra me modi program so ye mo edi e wo ha hello me dof me pacho ye nko lawyer 8 you.
Oh hello, good afternoon. Yeah.
Yes darling, sweetie, good afternoon sweetie.
Me pacho me person me busa question kakra me sister be where I say now. Me kunu ye British citizen.
Na
me sister was na ha more than 10 years today. Na omo ya omo so omo ni say me kunu ne be ma no. Esi omo refuse na ma na omo twe no kra na omo ko pay lawyer bi ateka kra na omo jae no. But yes, wonyan krata no ndu be me busa be pan na ye be fapo.
Eye ni kunu pa no no ho. Me pacho lawyer say hold on. Okay. Me pacho lawyer say ye fa the number ne frɛ no. Why?
Me frɛ one kata na I am lawyer Frank.
Lawyer Frank is a friend. Why?
Okay.
Me da say. Hello me dof me pacho wa was no yenko. Me pacho ye was sister. Yenko.
So, in that case, I made sure that the results went back. My sacrifice so much. I mean, then I was from university.
I say no lawyer was say application why yes Zambrano no. Ain't no say no one train when your certificate of application one train my response na de no onye.
Yeah. I'm the last week you can want some. Any yes Zambrano nyina na don't do anything, just wait. Let's see the results and then we'll know the next.
Hello, me dof me pacho wa was no yenko.
Hello, Mr. Brambato, good morning.
Good morning, sweetie. Me afternoon, me pacho yenko lawyer to you.
Hello.
Yes, darling, me pacho lawyer to you.
Yeah, lawyer, pacho me bese me bisa some kakra.
Me pacho busano.
But some happen is me ba me ba UTN 2019. And me buy na the rebate edu. Na my call process in your own refugee, a call substantive interview. Omo refugee, you call pay omo refugee. You call upper sabona, and omo refugee. And now, omo mommy let us send me feel my and I'm doing whole dose to go. The thing is, a lawyer me sounds fine
anything.
Yeah.
Okay, lawyer, me pacho say what say?
Me am petite.
We am petite. Na am petite no so ha menya na okromi ha.
David.
The lawyer na lawyer kind of me fa ne say bi a wakọ obi case bi abedi e ho a enura na ye ka ho asem. we pra wa adwumam na ni afra wa adwumam eno ni say ne de omo betimi agina so okromi ha ama ne nkrata ba wo se na ni fra free Ghana ana wo pra wo Ghana no de ba ha eno no on qualify enti lawyer ono no so ya petite ena odi aduro ene ye so onko fie enti ne stand ne sen
enti I was say yehu adekranti a okrim asala no enti because you can say appointment here no the letters ni nyina reason to refuse na ba me assess case ni nyina again and see if there's merit here. I will let him know so there's merit. If there's no merit to proceed, I will let him know as well.
But say lawyer ne circumstances sana say bia wo a obetimi agina ne ba ne so aye.
Yeah. Yes, of course.
Me pa cho lawyer say friend no nefa wo nioma ni nyina abra na won hwe. Why? All right, me that say. Hello, me pa cho yenko wa wo so no.
Hello.
Yes, darling, me pa cho yenko.
Pastor Antabrana, now from next month more than.
And you from next month to first July. Free ne ya no send £500 or more raffle. O send £500 Ubetimi utri ya betimi winni a first class ticket at the Akogana. Wouldn't clatter betimi at Towamobi.
Another question is me 5 years ago now. Maybe the other no my service and buy then I'm not going to work on me after 5 years you will not make money.
Passport to straight is say me fan say wo back room has say no wo ba wo den krata na buy and you was so wotena ha e was so e was minim minim ampa e was so wotena ha for 10 years you calculate it from the day our mama will visa or mama won krata wo krum ha no wo be calculate here for 10 years after 10 years na beje British passport
but you could get
how still we overstay ya because some will be kroma na won krata wo 6 months ne baye ene wu ye no wa ba be struggling ya won krata and you still fall in overseas visa one for visa yes still lawyer one for visa ne buy wo fast away e na de buy yen fanisa o fast away na de buy
so we illegal entrant so yeah illegal entrant with illegal entrant we cry then there was someone in your cry until what's our 10 years
aye me but your lawyer say 10 years why na 10 years enye eye twen why eye there be British passport no en cash inti kura wo de na why hello me pacho yenko good afternoon lawyer Joe so sweetie pacho jina so na
so people 2007
yes oh we're free so me pacho wa was no yenko hello yenko hello yes darling sweetie ya wa yenko
oh okay
me pacho wa na
good morning
pacho
lawyer
yes darling good morning sweetie
I was telling you about your my family.
Yeah, that's.
I dance in opportunity.
Who did dance here?
2018.
Who hear me from 2018?
From 2018, yes.
Okay.
Lawyers
ni nyina lawyer Janet ha.
Na me start the application. Me of my part. The first one of my father had 2 years out in apply for you.
Yeah.
Me yeah, the man with after that, Friday now,
oh, good. Oh, good. Yeah, then you're missing.
To be or set will be
That's it, why are dear?
Yeah, that's
Yamisha. Nana me that's why. Yeah, then Yamia send so at the mouth. Yamisha, why? Hello, me doff me patch wa was on the young call. Eh, why uncle?
Lawyer, question.
Me patch Busano.
Me patch me back to my but COVID this time no any check for Juma. Me do be but me my Juma na echo 3 years me. Me into Juma that even me holidays go me bookia me the Juma. But if you are no, when we say after supervisor, from what we say, Niniama, Ubiniama, and the Juma.
Oh, okay.
But among me and come watch them because a Juma had the Yabe, or won't be some of Juma, Yabe Quijuma. Even the Ufi, my friend is any friend, man. If you get the Pova and go forward, time to be a home of the so Amaman.
Where you remember for no, who say we ye, Juma chance to be a home betting me a fashion man crater. All right, lawyer, you know.
Say the Juma for no, a quiet chess or one crater, and I said,
there be or say, what do be any your man, eh? Now, when you say, remember for no, who but Omumusano. And now, Walker say, why ye, Jumano for 3 years, or you're very punctual, dedicated person. And the Juma so any, and in this case, the Juma for no who's owning crata, met me a manibiana.
No one to me, my own crater. So, who you overstay? And your idea will be a bit me a own crater because we are Juma Papa and our Juma Swanny. The only way we overstay a young crater or crumman and a boss. And that's what 20 years for her. And I would do less than 20 years, but I'll fear you're gonna face significant obstacle. And I say, oh, Bawa has say, and I over here, and I say, be a Ukrim Salam because you fear death of going back home. Apart from these rules, or do you remember to Mama on Kracha, just a could have valid leave to remain, and I will fear any Panama sponsorship plans. And Tessa or more intimate Emma
on Kracha. Ye we are from me, what? Ye we are from me, oh, fra no Casona or Castle Pencra. Hello, made off me patch a was on the uncle.
Hello, but me a student. Na men kwala wo Ghana only 2 am kata me ko form ba but I maybe school in September but in kata ni bewu January the person be say is it too late to say like making my dependent visa am on and what is the latest data making na my dependent visa na am on.
Okay, lawyer me pacho yi na no e
Enti o say ne man o madi fie say.
Oh say.
Ne man o madi fie say.
Me pacho lawyer so man di fie say. 8 and 4.
And no okuta status.
Okra student visa be expire next year January, but obe wie school no September.
Yeah, enti no betimi aya application the manaba. ansana na yi na wu because so I'm fan kra ama na owie school na okwaji graduate visa na ontimi
informa
enti wadi wo ba ansa na okwaji na graduate visa na empra na ba o so betimi aje but of course I also will show maintenance so meeting maintenance requirement. Right.
Okay. What is the specify September from now to September, October,
the thing is, it's difficult for me to sit here and say you can do it this time or that time. But one thing you need to know is say application October, decision can be made somewhere December or November or possibly January because at the moment there's a lot of backlog cases. Also, book in a January. And it's your application late here. Then we went to me and make a decision as a book never. And also, like I say, book no a winting crown yam from a woman. So, person the more bad there, the earlier the better.
Okay, me that's it. Any Brian and tell me why. Hello, me pacho wa was no mama hold on. Me pacho yanko. Me pacho ya was sweetie. Good afternoon, sweetheart. Me pacho yanko and tell me why.
Pacho, me pana me na ye visa. I said okay, my back. Now the way 1 year return. So we need to. But so we need to yeah, or friends who are good. I think the market.
I want to say home office are very busy. So the man lawyer or the man lawyer and the lawyer in Tracy home office on one so yeah on train. Home office better or monk. Why?
Okay, now with 3 years in the county or a lawyer did
what 3 years? Who cried 3 years?
But there was
you mean student visa now? There was this student dependent visa abano.
Yeah.
What's in a visa new a kwembo wa lawyer beti mi aboa na me nenye krumi ankrata. Okay, me pacho lawyer say fa ne number ne ka che ne se wombra why? Ombra no office no ne mukasa. Why? Okay, me da say. Hello, me pacho wa wo so ne yenko me dofo.
Birth certificate.
Informant. Okay. Lawyer me pacho bremwe.
UK side na actual informant in the and your problem doesn't really make a difference. Say ma me na fra na papa no. But say Ghana and a war. And now opese odo oba eba ha. Nas o ka say oba ne maame na wo Ghana no. Unim baby obo. Na wo hwe birth certificate na mokoye maame na di ne din ahya wo say informant ya. And na the asam na aba. Ananse papa no ene ne mofra ne te wo Ghana na wo maame pese okofa mofra ne ba. Na wo so unim baby apa no wo. Birth certificate by just within a year. Papa din so as informant, then you are creating a problem. But UK one day, it got nothing to do. It won't have any impact on the application.
Me pacho sa o lawyer say UK had any problem. Ma me din betimi aba, papa din betimi aba. Enti any problem. Why? Hello, sister. Okay. Hello, me pacho wa wo so ne yenko. Okay, what it? All right. Hello, me dof me pacho yenko wa wo so no. Hello? Me pacho ye wa. Yes, darling. Oh my God. Oh, papa ne do buy. Mami me pacho wuti me nka wa also papa.
Almost sending a message say,
okay, o papa na de wo ba ye e na mo koye application. O no o papa tie no mo use the same address. Now how yeah, me pacho why na we your application no what the ma lawyer na ye ma wo okay lawyer me pacho
until upper on free office na me share email because omubusa residence no ebi obetime nya residence yakọ later omesa busa dependents until also yet na se ne package ni ye
but also lawyer or no lawyer ne lawyer na ye
okay until residence me pacho ba obusa GP what be a GP until the letter free GP honomo medical service never can come a lawyer no o papa say na was send you sika for our bank account no okay now oba ha no uto normal ebia online and I say bibia ebe fie ho wanya ne evidence bia eba wo fie ho se woti fie ho no
mami wuntie mi wuji obi ti wachi na nipa ne wo kasa wunim lawyer me pachola ni so aye busy wunim mami woni wo lawyer nkasa I think said the lawyer ma wo ya no is enough o GP ubenya letter from GP wo I wo betimi afre no wo de it doesn't matter say wo lawyer ko ne kwaje advice na wo de ko kan wo lawyer de ne ho ne ma wo lawyer enya adwuma no emfama because wo lawyer ye but if you don't feel comfortable wo betimi de ama lawyer fan wo beti ne de e de ama why hello me pacho wa wo so no yenko
hello
yes darling me ya be my yenko
okay Mr. Abraham is a lawyer
yeah Joso nana
me pacho me wo question with a lawyer me ba some you family member so me try some me ba so me manage to Mrs. Sanchez o me no so ketwa no ma me no Mrs. Sanchez ni bi la o ko register for no best no no friend no nya me no Mrs. Sanchez na di share certificate na because no so ni oba ni anyway so me so bra me application man so me ko ye do friend na me hu say me Mrs. Sanchez na me send it to Ekuma umuno ene no ejina kata no ya de ko necessary akwai akwa na me ni sika no akwa ni kwanza akwa ni ma me ni wa we ni sika so for back na say mama hold on for application because me didn't have to be in this case it's not advised by lawyer the mommy and then it has to be about the application no ko we na woman jant mo and now do say na wo no ma me ni say apply application for thank you
okay lawyer me pacho yenua be me say ne yire owoba e wo Ghana na ne ba no e wo ne sister ho ne sister e ko register no wo de wo no sister ni di na she ho as a mother enti wo person hu say oya application akofa ne ma no ne ba ne de na ba ebe affect application no na so mu refuse say won kofa ono ane biological madam ra e no betimi aye appeal na bra me pacho say na apa kire hello bra
hello
me pacho say na wo pa kire
me pa
Enti no wo sister din e na o de register akra ne se ne ba ne akra no.
Yes. And now no answer Korean
wo yiri na oye yiyu wo okay lawyer nada na wo application wa na ye ya na lawyer o chese o wo yiri wo ye yiyu family member oni na yiri na tintin yiri na ebu ama na kofa ne ba ne free Ghana e na ne ba ne birth certificate no ne sister wo hwa akra no ekoye akra ne birth certificate no odi wo no auntie no edi na share so as a mother ena ne yiri na wo ha no ya wo ma ne ba ne wo Ghana yiyu ni no o ma ni sika wo the sister na ne di hwa akra ne so se ne ba no edi na eye na chese ne kura ena o ma ne sika no. And in this case, case where kabetimi akase, ebetimi agina so refuse ana.
Okay, good. So when you submit your betimi amoma ratify birth certificate no.
That's the first submit.
But when you submit, so say one submit evidence no.
Me pacho wa submit.
No, me no for any providing documents bianco.
Any providing documents. And the lawyer say no.
And Timon ratify birth certificate. Omunye new birth certificate are reflecting. Secondary, may assure say your case no. Say DNA needs to DNA come because a birth certificate you new one. They may refuse application because they doubt that the Ukrainian Yoruba. It's message say DNA. But in any event, with EE application.
Now I'm there passport no. So passport no so I ready. But I new birth certificate bar. Ben down to say be your friend say I didn't know me birth passport we and me new birth.
Okay, and in this case no, any na passport na obe keep because we omo no. Omo hu senya akra ne maame. They won't know.
Okay. First I mean with the application, it doesn't really matter sabo friend maame wo Ghana na any Ghana. A UK dia a dangerous. But you are hard to be great. But I will still say, a dear, ye DNA, only my minimum bit my DNA. Nanka, what should move or representation is you've seen, say, your child birth certificate, your sister's name entered on the birth certificate wrongly. And in why DNA proof say she is not biological mother of your child. But you are biological father, you don't know where the mother is. I think if I were you and I'm not in haste here, that would be my advice.
Lawyer, me pacho me baye ewa bra. Adena won frɛ lawyer na won kɔ ne ho na ne ntena se. Na won kyerɛkyerɛ wo ansa na wa ye.
Okay, so the man is
because a phone is so no ye bedi nkomo na chenko phone so gina kyire. Me pacho lawyer number the screen is so bebre kwa ye pin dia to ho. Who school ma test me so pe lawyer Frank number me the best send do CC why?
Thank you.
Me that's it. Bye. Hello, made of me pacho wa was ne enko.
Good afternoon, Mr. Lawyer.
Yes, darling, good afternoon, sweetie. Me Joseph.
Me that I have passport and I'm in the 2.5 years. Now me call European countries in the America. If you need a remono, not the ban water. 3 years. Now, in the rest of the say, of the phone with Benny. And the Millionaire Crano.
Hey.
Or do you not know a crano on your show?
Hey.
Now, I am a bar, but you say they need the passport. It's instead Wi-Fi. And also the Wi-Fi, airport home. And also the Wi-Fi. And me love you. no more from the picture. I just said, after I'm in the now from the wall, and the local park in the APBR. I'm talking about the coin, I'm a term. Now, if I told not more right to say, I'm more young, Mr. Airport one, I say, because he didn't say after.
You're right. You're right. It's because of the child trafficking. And now, who would be as only a crown? So, yes. You're right to say, betimi akasa akra no enye wo ba because of child trafficking akra no wada enti momo hwe nanim enti no you're right ananka wo hia sika peso si no lawyer we yensi wo ma ebe kwa akwaje kakra tafre ana
no so obviously the immigration officer no or doubt so into doubt need to know
wenya me ba cho lawyer say we tafrement bi ani honti fa ne sa why but wouldn't bibi next time will be a ubetu kwan bia no fa wo ba no a birth certificate a wo di hyeso so wo di wo akra ne birth certificate so da bia ubetu kwan bia fa hye wo passportum fa hye akra ne passportum because obo de beto record so airport bia wo be land bia no ombe detain you ombe delay wo kakra. Fine. Hello, me do for me patch. Me da say hello me patch. What was the last call I am call? Me sorry, we gina so ache. Hello? Yes, me sorry why my mo gina so ache patch yam call. Me patch men tie wo ho free wo. Yes, boss. Me patchment here who free or why? Casa meet you.
My application on. Now, the year and the call to me yet. The call, but the call to look at some more near money. Money patron me because I had the sale home office one.
Who casa free German into your application? No, he and your crew me and a call ya now.
Me patron me uza me yeah no more into me crew me crew na yeah application no mo I'm for the lawyer I'm a lawyer me yeah no more I the call no omo de ayin niam na ma me yeah court no adran say omo fa visa no yeden ma me no omo say me kan ma home office for ma me must be asana ma tima kwa de visa no na me bisa say ah cha na
lawyer me patron bremwen
yeah I mean these days you can say delay kakra wo enti na betimi ache but on man watch so mo ahwe but betimi ache
betimi ache me patcho lawyer say delays wo ho nti twen ema home office in pharmacy emre wansa why ebeba all right me that say hello me patcho yenko yapon yes darling sweetie yenko
mama ban lawyer patcho
good afternoon sweetheart
good afternoon.
My family. Lawyer Patron person 10 years root. Never last Friday, no na lawyer PTA can say 10 years root, no. We are 2.5 now some 1 year and 1.5 years. Now what banwa what 5 years 5 which are 5 years. Now Patron 5 years no a baby to indefinitely. And I said, Patrol, no, you have 5 years now. We now have Patrol 5 years now. Near the summer one.
Yeah, 2.5.
Okay.
There be. So, we switch to 5-year route now. Yabema will another 2.5. No renew for another 2.5. So can be a woman 5 years. And under that route, they won't give you access to public fund. Because to meet that requirement, you need to show say Juma na OG over 18,600. And I say Obanosi a British and our partner British Union account. It's because you are showing that you are working and earning money. They will not give you access to public fund.
And I'm a patcher was say lead to indefinite leave to remain, and I'll bet you 5 years.
No. After 5 years, we'll apply for indefinite leave to remain. So you go for first 2.5, second 2.5, The second 2.5, under the 5-year route, best apply for indefinite leave to remain.
Me pacho me si jina so. Bra wate.
Lawyer ticket ka say ni boy the pacho bit mama a rough figure biana.
Ne boy e den say
the same fees na 2,000. I mean, immigration has a charge plus home office fee na 2,600. And the same fee na you for 2.5. No, but open priority you extra 800, which will give you about 3,500. But with your priority now within the next 48 hours, no be your decision. But when standard one is about roughly 2,600, and it can take over say 7-8 months.
Okay. Me that's it. Kwana kwaswe why? Hello me pacho yenko WhatsApp. And the WhatsApp for the mo fanche me wate na. WhatsApp yenko. Good afternoon.
Pacho lawyer mamoye.
Yeah, that's
Ghana. Because me London. Because me be nyabo amaba.
O pesa wo ba London. Okay, wo ye de adwuma. Yes, darling. Oh, yeah, dear Juma. Oh, yeah, dear Juma. Me pacho me te won count. National Ambulance. Ambulance, lawyer. Also, a person. Birmingham 2020. Okay. Occupational. Check here on health care visas. Into which may I go I check it ambulance in Birmingham services. Then you see if they have sponsorship lances that they can employ you. It's difficult for me to sit here and say meet me but all of these guys know they need English language, IELTS, also IELTS. Now passing. I was a Unia sponsor, so ABNHS in Birmingham Hospital, be an NHS Trust. You can look whether they are looking for sponsor cancer employees from foreign country, and they have sponsorship lances. Into your application, and I'll contact you. The first thing is, are they employing foreign nationals? Can they provide sponsorship lances? If they say yes, then you put the application through. Wouldn't be Birmingham 2022 bet me I be and now de poma frame because lawyer ambulance de ekuro mi homo nkofa Ghana ni a otwe ambulance o Ghana amfa ne ma ene se nko bedi abehwehwe foma bekukun ye nyina wo ekuro ambulance timi ehwe I don't think so. Say ombekwa kofa driver every Ghana so omra make ambulance e wo kromi ha say enti eno de enye o apply kra nya de ombefa no enti no pe kwan foforo so na efa bra yo etiefo me da wo bibiara say aha ne de dwumadi no ebeba na wie ye wo a wo pese wo ne lawyer kasa ene ye di nkomo efa ekwan a wo kromi ha wo befa so a wo betimi regularize wo stay wo ekromo aha asay mesra wo share video no ema wo nua bi me eye me wish ese obi biara ebenya ne so ene ne ede me ka kire wo se kromi ha say enkrata pe enough from enye easy so we benya nkrata enso so no o mingle yourself with the right people wo mingle yourself with the right people sa na meka no nkrata pe no so easy ekwan a wo befa so a wo benya no enye easy ba o mingle yourself o de wo hu bo enkofo a wo benya akwanya easy access de emma wo entime pacho share video no emma wo bibiara lawyer me pacho wo bibia wo pese wo ka kira dofo mascot services wo numbers na good screen is no +44 2080752860 or more a number na was no or more family law asylum litigation immigration nationality wills and province na almost a edan you can say lawyer can edan
covenancy Convenience.
Lawyer me pacho o asema
okay me da say for yadamase say mufa magwa na mutie de tena haka e de koye de ankoye nyina no our aim is to do our possible best to provide the best advice we can to our community and our clientele base in the United Kingdom. Yeah, I can say more support to programming because programming a long way helping people. We heard more about lawyer and kayeti programming tema and kaya yes mistakes into any team nimse depend bramuti kramu or munkrata. But for the purpose of other people, you know, and try to best share so that people can take advantage of genuine and true legal advice. A bit me abua womo. Mascot solicitors, we are here to help work together with you, partner with you, so that our community can receive very good, honest legal advice. Then yes, you take advantage of somebody, but at the papa bit me abua community now, and a Mascot solicitors, we are very proud of. The air catcher said, say, Ajuma be a delay be about Mama Man have. We'll do our possible best to make sure that we attend to everybody because cancer. We got quite a lot of backlog cases in Tiama or how Kakao, but Juman we are on Munkoan, you be making sure say you best serve everybody to our best of our ability. The air can say who TA maybe a who issue in relations to family law, child arrangement, child adoption, a child contact, divorce, financial settlement, contact us and we'll be able to help you. Immigration, asylum, nationality, litigation, property dispute, contract dispute, partnership dispute, all kinds of dispute. Let us know and we'll be able to help. And of course, wills and probate. And we also deal with contentious probate. It is a more Japadibia Banamo Chenem Tokaba. We are very proud of all of you, all our viewers, and we pray that God will continue to bless all of you. Thank you for listening to us and have a blessed day.
Meta eye lawyer ase eradi Asia no Mascot Solicitors ene no mo etwetwe enkomo no na me ka kire wo se nyame ya adom a ya wada empire bokese ye di apaye wi apaye fra apaye no apaye dware apaye e kanchi apaye fra erade se erade bremoi na de adu de age se wo bemu ebi maami bi fra me efri eye haro ene na o hye ne testimony e de kire me wo say sister Abna the emergency wa nyame aye no ebinsi da meba eye doctor ewo Ghana na meba no apadwuma ache obi a wo doctor onye adwuma ewo Ghana through emergency wa mpaibo no ene ne ba na nya adwuma ewo United Kingdom ye kromi ha a ne ba no eba be practice ewo ye kromi ha sei yes Saturday anopa abra mebeye akwantuo mu ensem me sister Regina me ma wo ya akokese pa ene wabusua me sister ifra mi odisun sister Abna aden o sister Abna me maame efre mu anopa yi na ofrase na esun sister Abna wo ba u program so na me hu na wo sere a na mani age sister se wo free wo program so a na me su aden wo na me de wo chekere me re and I'm saying that the Madani Cartoon Network abra wo hwemi no oba program iso a wonisio bia na eko but ye shati video ya esuni arewo e na wukom obusa ho se rade na den enioma ye basa abrabo nkoye wonko ade bia besomu bia mpuntuo emmem awaresem aye basa waware enso awo emma when we school or degree PhD and so campaign be anywhere a foul what the visa etumu o de wo Ghana wo pese wo tu kwan what try visa try emfa emam wo wa brochire wo penkrata obi beka cho say your process di obeka cho say your process no oboa enipa no application erabe ya wo frey ya wo sene papa bibia DNA plus everything or genuine. And so case workers men fam maun. Trust me say, or hene akuma, e da me radin semse to training. Ensuya etene, baby a me pe, baby a me pe, and a me divert ensuya na etene no, ese enko. Yenia bay was ne papa one in the tear, DNA prove so one ne papa netie, ne papa ne banono, and so was still and no pay case worker say me refuse you. Miniaba, me vital yawada, bra emergency yawa, catch a wo papa say, emergency yawan paibo me bobi. The emergency our God onye ye no, it does not exist. Ebin si ye. Aha, immigration headquarters. Edru ya wada, enkrate rade dema, ejume rade dema. Die rade oja, doctors intiminye, aya reset to me. Obi awowo HIV. Through emergency awa, rade asane yare. Obi awowo kidney failure. Through emergency awa, rade asane yare. Obi awowo ne menopause, a young girl, akora ketu awo muda. University akora awo muda. Wenya ne menopause. Through emergency our God, ensio ewrade ama akora no ene wade ne ho. Enti wo problem ni sen. Eya aware. Obi a owo ni 50s. Nanina osikani free Germany akoye na yefro pain. Obi a doctor se wo through emergency hour babies erade diama akaw edru so this month my month of good news na testimonies there is rock enra me sister bi oharo ya wada mo beti ne testimony eni petu ene oharo testimony e bradwene ntiase so me sister 2017 ena ne driving license oninkrata obi a woninkrata wo kromi ha watimi atodan oninkrata wo okuradan oninkrata o drive hey en wakoye ne driving license en ode namu o se 2017 eko 6 years 7 years 2017 7 years ena ye bande no sema won drive e wo kromi ha biom abene skin pain ya ena minya akunu ema no kuntunkuni enti wo ye ne nkrata edem miminimu da se ya bande ne krom okoye driving license a woni nkrata me abande no minim enti ye de ye wo emergency a wo bompaye se awrade bie pono ne yemfa ne nkrata ama no enkrata ne dem na sister sa ya bande no me omo mama ne enura ya bompa ya awrade enti sister enkrata oni nkrata o so atodan owo dan ewo kromi ha haro enti sister si abande no na no wo kolo ya ho ne nkrata ne dem no woni nipa na ne kunu no ne ye nkrata na ekolo ya ho na onu asan kotoka obi a won krata akofikesie ma wo yemfa ma wo woni nkrata ya san bandel e wo krom na 2017 wakope ka bojobojwe e na ka no waye insurance no di provisional license e na air driver enti waso wabetia ni police car fin cross hands up aden o license wen o insurance nso a wo ye gu car ne ho a ono ane car na wakoto no insurance no oye mistake e won number plate eho enti o insurance o by police for ne check ye no insurance bia na car ne so enti at the spot omo finding a £300 at the spot ye file say de na court one uni nkrata two would the provisional license and a air driver enti eye offense kese e wo krom ya enti de na court adie we hwan ne betumi aye hwan ne nkrata wo fikesiem no it can affect it afedie yi ne nioma ba woni nkrata wow what of you wo krom ya wow e kwan ben na afa so wo ye den e na atoye ba wo kra no you have been bound not to drive in this country since 2017 enti ma many case no na ye deadly. Last month, a month of April, and a Prophet Greg can say, oh yeah, 40 days fasting. length yen so seed 50 pounds yen so seed 50 pounds sister yi so seed ni bi o se account na wo di so seed no on first account ba sa account no eno ene yeti immigration sika free ye eno na police ye de ne court no band ne 300 pounds eno no di twa ye because of odi eye immigration inti no ontwa enti no edem sa na ye seed na ye sen enti ye nua ba yi sen short also seed ni bi and on they will believe for empaibo ewurade this month a month of June last week ma mo join the emergency hour no Prophet Greg ka say obia fa white handkerchief na won twro eye 6 things enyoma nsia enyoma ensia mako 6 on twro emfa engum white handkerchief twro enyoma nsia efa gum yenua ba yi de ne nkrata na bo aba amana kogan na kora aba o twro ne court case se ya de ne court ni ya ko sentence no se de omo be ka kire no mo kan kire no oda wona entie no ene wo twroye enuema mako 6 ene wo twroye last week my month of good news June my month of good news entie sister yi etwro enuema 6 afeya ne nkrata aba no ena yesama ne 3 points ne provisional license no ehwo na ne ma ne 3 points eka ho ne testimony ne ba ma mo betie ya wada lady de wosu because eba ne nkrata na ekura no ebetimi affect okwa akwaje na indefinite ne British passport it can affect enti sister yi ese otro last week Thursday and what tro nyoma nsia prophet boss mpaye edema aye obi anfa nko ni fie fa koye de wode ye lady no si enra me erabe bi frame me from Harrow so ohia me moa ohia bank enti no me introduce ne so onko sister no emoa no mom nko bie bank emfa ma no enra mete ha ne sister yi efra me wode ani gie emergency our God mama abena the emergency our God ntimi nyene does not exist me busa me sister yi se sister aden ede ba de wa bie bank no ama ewuraba no woman no ose ane ena me busa ne se de na ewurade aye ose ma wo beka se ewurade tumi any emergency our no na nipa no ne ewurade nya enkanta ena me se aden and was me court case no court na ye de na ekono omo twen ni provisional license no ama aba because of red DVA for say onkonkoye driving test and sakura na ya sama no another provisional license am ye de na court okay enti wono de o twen ono de wo twen enra wonya letter from DVL okote letter na no a ne driving license na ye chemu 2017 no ya abandon no life e wo kromi ha no why the Fred DVL for omod abre no new driving license enye provisional new driving license a wan koye exams wan koye hwe driving license ne ba ye no police for ne say ni provisional license ne ba on famre wo mo e wo police station no mo mfa eyinto so omo mfa band no ento so enti e ba ye no ofre ni case worker police ni na ni case ni won ensem no ofre police ni ne gene reference number police ni ne catch ne say oh Mrs. we are sorry ya cancel any allegation against you. Ya nyamfa won court a cancel. 2 ye hu na wo drive without license aya bande wo no. Wo 3 point no ye nyamfa amaw. say no ye need any charges against you. No even caution. So you are free indeed. You find it with £300. You refine this sikane back into your account. You succeed. Obi actually na ye £53 last April. £53. Oracle of God. Obi biara nchron to oracle of God. This man of God, sa prophet we ye nyame nipa nanumu asem entofom. Okasa osurubie. Ono na wakasa court ete. Ono na wakasa doctors ete. Akura yesini kidney enye adwuma. We hwan ne betumi aye agye awrade. Me pa wo chew. Enyem paibo testimonies no ba recorded aho. Enye se test message no obi atwero. Enye test message no obi atwero no abekan akere wo say, "Hey, maami se wa koto so wanya we." The testimonies is there. We don't fabricate testimonies here. Enti wo ba emergency yawa. Me pa cho testimonies ne wo so. Ya wada we wo bete. Wo bete wasumu testimonies. Every month. This month is my month of good news. It's my month of good news. Wanti good news da. Yare eda also. Obia wo panie insolid. Or panie diabetes panie. For 20 something years. Through emergency hour. Mami no Ghana. Or Ghana santasi. Ye nimu ne da. Ne testimony da ho. E da ho. Enti aha. Enyem paiba. And every day no obi atro testimony di abani ewridi testimony. Nipa dodo se ni ma atro. Obi kure ni ma kenkan no atro. Enti here we don't do fabricate testimonies here. Osoro kasa. Ya wada bra be bodam ma ewurade. Me hu me ya wada ma bodam e dia ma ewurade. Onso so bra fa wo haw ni wusun wo dadwene wa mane wa tete. Fa bra emergency our God ya wada bia by 10:30 ayem paibo gidi o hyewo so bra ne bebo mpaye. Bible see ye mo mpaye e wa bra ye mre ho. O se pray without ceasing. Enti bra na ye nyina me ne wo mienu ye nka ye gidie emom na ye mom paye ensu frɛ Awurade ade bibiara a wo ye a bibi ekuramu ebia no Awurade beye sɛ ye hwɛ bibi ewo Isaiah chapter 53 verse 1 midi jamone akɔ or see whose health believe our report. Whose report did you believe? Home office actual sa application ye refuse ya wada emergency ya washia me. Doctors aka kire wo say wo woda. Did you believe that report? Meet me on Thursday. Adwumemu ye yuwadi. Whose report did you believe? Isaiah 53 verse 1. Or see whose health believed our report, and to whom is the arm of the Lord revealed. Entine me power chow. Bra testimonies dear osoro ebie se wura me se edo so da bia kra yentimi mo da bia me ba me se mo 3 enti a pile ena no pay se de edo de menka kra menka osoro wakasa osoro na wabie se prophet Greg ye friend the prophet Greg bio oracle of God obi abaswa wo say I salute you oracle of God, because na ho brase enti no Awurade yusu no okasa spoken word bia no efri na no a perform wonders, a perform miracles. Say nipa ya make na asem Harry testimony kese Awurade de man no mere bi atwam no na ye mind blowing ne ba e wo Ghana ne ba make say make na testimony sa e series mo betimi de ne testimony abra hwehwema me eye series madam asenti ya wada Richard mami hu ya wada me ami Richard legend ya wada mami hu ya wada eti no ya wada nyame ya adoma mami hu Rahel Rahel sweet angel Sweet Angel, mami hu ya wada sapon konedu debra mami hu police gina sister no na woni mu se na wie ya no whose report did you believe? Police report. Hey, police if was so there ya chew ya bo won sa no. What you say? Ya chew ya bo won sa no. Obi oni kroma wo Germany. Na ye fraud, omukọ fraud dey bank. Germany ni kunu wo enkrata. Ono so so wo mamiensa. But Germany aban say because of you are a fraudster. Ye ma wo enkrata. Or ye adwuma wo airport with the media effect. Ye stop no e wo na adwuma wo airport. Whose report did you believe? Why report ene wutie? Lady Germany and obi e ka kire ne se hwe emergency hour ukọ abonance campaign program so a emergency hour eyeya wada bra ne bebobi obi a Germany one ne nanfofo bank fraud enye sika ketwa. We don't support sin, but the awurade aka ene wo sebem ene lady no adwuma mufu afre no airport okoye na adwuma. Germany aban say we don't have any criminal record against you. Yema won krata. Enti I don't see report to be a wo. Yare bi eda wo so. Amanie bi a wo kom. Ateti bi a wo kom. Wo sika. Wo won krata. Wo bibia. Be bompaye e secure your life. Be bompaye e ma wo ho. Bible say nye ne honam ne moja na enya. Ye ne wie matumfo mpanyindie abayi krekere abonsanfo omo aye ne omo to nsadidi omo aye fro mo se ye nua ye maame ye papa nom enamfofo ye ne omo na enya sunsummu enti mesro nyame ya adomo a ya wada woni me entena se na ye ntwetwe enkomo eye door to door shippers me pa chow eye best deal door to door shippers na efre wo no what de wonioma ekọ Ghana dia me bom nsam etuche e de ma best deal door to door shippers me pacho men fa wonioma nkoma door to door shippers bi e na wa ba befremia besu se sister abene me nioma nyina abubu me nioma nyina aye sei best deal door to door shippers e 3 weeks pe enkura ne be makwan 19th 20th of July ade dosen me pacho frɛ wo moy na ship wonioma ni nyina akọ Ghana ma amode mo meko holidays o Ghana no wo bedu no na wonioma adu sa wan frɛ wo montem na delay yanse be ma don't call me e bia wo de no eye ankre eye barrow me patcho frɛ best deal door to door shippers eye boxes na wo de kɔ eye chairs enkunwa wardrobe eye glasses eye television me patcho bibi biara wo person de kɔ Ghana frɛ best deal door to door shippers best deal yes Paul amantem ono de wo sen edikanfo eni gisem kase e wo best deal door to door shippers e wo UK ha bebre enye ba best deal e de nsesanya ba omo de omo adwuma no omo the whole England ekuro bia aboso bia wo Scotland wo Wales wo he mo contact best deal a beba best deal at the cars ekọ Ghana omo ye shipping of cars omo sa ye shipping of containers door to door shippers no bebre omo nye ba best deal there omo port tema habo ho na no omo eye adwuma panyi de owner no oye adwuma e wo tema habo enti no wo de car wo pese de car kọ Ghana wo pese wo de spare parts e bia car no ututu na de kọ Ghana ana wo container a wo pese wo ship 40 feet 20 feet 30 feet 9 feet container wo pese de kọ Ghana contact eye best deal door to door shippers na omuni wo eni eye ensa wo so snacks me pacho ye party wo ye wedding wo ye bibia contact snacks Brago catering services na efre wo no ma me Brago se bray no omunye wo nuane ma Brago Father's Day wo ye mi show anka Father's Day wo bre me banku awache jollof like Brago catering services eradi enshraw onton super enfemu so wo ye party wo ye bibia contact Brago catering services Palito shito palito ena efre no me pa cho fre palito na omonye wo shito enyina emfa emma ewo ahase tap send me pa cho send sika ewo tap ewo abra wumpie abonten download eye app no ewo wo phone so na fa send sika emma wo maame no papa ene abusua eye commission free wuntua ehwe nyame ya adomo a ya wada maamo YouTube no me pa cho emergency hour yemma YouTube because of copyright enyom na ye boninti no enti mesra mo YouTube for edru ya wada munyinara obi en free YouTube na omeka ye ho ewo eye Facebook ya wada bia by 10:30 na ya hye na se medamase erade enhira munyina. Sika ewa abra mimpia bonte nemo kai se wo be use eye promo code ewo screen so na wo dia send sika nema busua enya £5 extra €5 extra enka wo musika wo de be kone ho no enti use promo code no ewo screen so tap yes say Paul Lamantem was saying Eddie Camfo tap Abba amaye Ghana for hey abusia meeting at the Abonance campaign medisika emane mebusia eni adofo ewo my Ghana mu e de fa eye tap sikamanie eso ediebentia eye so easy reliable affordable convenience and it's so fast. E pabey and wo be faso a wo be use tap sikamanie and one say wo be fa wo smartphone na wa download tap sikamanie e wo phone so and one say wo ko eni gisem kese ne say baby a wo bia wo timi use tap e de send sika ekwo wo my Ghana mu e wa abra wontua hye commission free empo abra meti hey metimi use tap e de send sika e wa abra mimpia bonten nemo kai se wo be use promo code e wo screen so na wo dia send sika
Now we say, na see, Samiridi wasidechia, unkwana midimawo, unkuto na wasai. Inyanume kuto na wasai. Inyanume radie kuto na wase na si sankra bibi wasidechia unkwa na midimawo unkuto na wasai. Hey, God of emergency hour has done it again. God of emergency hour has done it again. Indeed, my month of good news. June, my month of good news. Brethren, I have my good news. My testimony goes like this. Monday, we had an email from my children's school, and that we needed to come to the school as soon as possible to share a concern that one of them has told them. So we had to drop, me and my husband had to drop everything that we were doing, and we head towards the school. When we got there, we were told that one of my children have raised an allegation that during the half term, I smacked her. And brethren, what I'm saying is not a small thing because the nature of my job. Because if someone raised an allegation against me concerning that, straight away it's affecting my job because of the nature of my job, because I work with children. So the school read out what was said and they said they were going to do a referral. I and my husband told them that we didn't consent to it because I haven't done it. Actually, I don't even know where this is coming from. So Monday, I wasn't really shaking, I wasn't really bothered because I knew the kind of fire altar I was connected to. I knew very well God of emergency hour would not let me down. So Monday, I just took it lightly. Then on Tuesday morning, my husband had an email from the school to say that they have decided to go on with the referral. So my husband called me because I was out working. So then my husband decided and told me to give my manager a call and explain stuff to her. So I did, and my manager said, oh, she's not had any referral through, and if she has something, she will give me a call and we'll discuss it. So I just said, okay, came back home, went on with my work duties. Whilst I was working, I had an email from my boss to say that she needed to talk to me immediately. It was very important, and because she's had a referral through, and there was a soul put in, and she read out what it entails. So immediately, because of the nature of my work, I had to stop. I had to cease work. at the moment, immediately. So when she said that to me, I broke into tears. I was screaming, I was crying because I knew what was at stake. As I was crying, my manager was also crying at the other end. I was like, God, where from this? I was crying. My manager was also crying because we all knew what was at stake. Then, after talking to my manager, I had to gather the courage and I called Daddy. When I called Daddy, I was crying. Daddy said I should stop crying. But God will never put me to shame. God of emergency hour will never put me to shame. Daddy prayed for me. He anointed me. He anointed my tongue. He anointed the floor I stood in. I took authority over the area. And Daddy said, this will amount to nothing. This will amount to nothing. I said, okay, Daddy. And he said, if I get to hear in the news, I should just give him a call. And if they do call me, I should just tell them what went on. I should just tell them the truth. I said, okay, Daddy, I've heard. After talking to Daddy, within 1 hour, my husband and I and my mom were deliberating on the phone whilst my mom was encouraging me as well and praying with me. Immediately, within 1 hour, that Daddy prayed and anointed me and said it was going to amount to nothing. Hey, God of emergency hour. My manager just texted me because I had to log off. So I wasn't even with my work phone. So she had to text me on my personal phone. My manager just texted me and said,